Most men have no idea how powerful a single kiss can be, not just to spark desire, but to make a woman crave your energy long after you're gone. Watch till the end, because every second reveals a secret most men will never know. Comment below where you're watching from, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing Jessica Au Pair insights. When we talk about kisses that make a woman crave you instantly, we have to begin by understanding one truth that most men overlook. A kiss is not just a meeting of lips, it's a meeting of energies. It's not the act itself that makes her feel something. It's the emotion, the presence, and the intent behind it. You see, women are emotional interpreters. They don't just feel the touch, they feel what that touch means. Every kiss you give carries an unspoken message, whether it says, "I want you," "I see you," or "I'm just passing time," and trust me, she can tell the difference. When a woman says she felt something when you kissed her, she's not talking about the pressure of your lips or the rhythm of your breath. She's talking about the emotional energy that came through you. That's why one kiss can ignite a connection that lingers for weeks, while another fades into nothingness minutes later. It's not the technique that makes her crave you. It's the intention. A kiss given with confidence, care, and emotional awareness triggers something deep inside her subconscious mind, a signal that says, "You're safe here, you're desired, you're seen." In female psychology, this is known as emotional synchronization, the moment when your energy and hers align. When you kiss her with real presence, she feels your heartbeat, not just your touch. She feels the steadiness in your breathing, the calm in your frame, and the focus in your eyes. And that's what makes her crave you, not because of lust alone, but because she senses depth. She senses that you are a man who's not rushing to take, but rather one who's grounded enough to give. Women are wired to respond to emotional cues, and a kiss is one of the most powerful ones. Think about it. Before a word is spoken, before any commitment is made, a kiss communicates everything about your emotional intelligence. It tells her how patient you are, how confident you are, how in tune you are with her emotions. A rushed kiss speaks of anxiety and neediness, but a slow, deliberate kiss speaks of mastery. Mastery not just of desire, but of yourself. That's what separates men who leave a memory from those who fade into the background. When you kiss a woman, you're not just touching her lips, you're accessing her mind. Her subconscious is constantly analyzing your energy. Is this man safe? Is he emotionally aware? Does he make me feel cherished or objectified? In that one brief moment, she's reading your energy like an open book. And if your intention is pure, calm, and confident, she feels it. She remembers it. She starts associating your presence with comfort, attraction, and emotional safety. The three ingredients that form real feminine craving. And here's where most men go wrong. They think passion is about force, about intensity, about proving something. But what women truly crave is presence. When your kiss slows time, when your attention is undivided, when she feels that you're not distracted by the outcome, that's when she surrenders emotionally. That's when she feels the connection that goes beyond words. Because for a woman, a kiss is the emotional handshake of the heart. It's how she feels if you truly get her, not logically but emotionally. You see, attraction without emotional grounding burns fast and fades faster. But when you bring emotion into the kiss, when your intention is to connect, not to conquer, it creates emotional gravity. That gravity pulls her thoughts back to you even when you're not there. She starts replaying moments in her mind, wondering why it felt so different. That's the moment craving begins. Not because you're the most handsome man she's met, but because you made her feel something real. Something that's becoming rare in a world full of superficial encounters. Every woman has a deep desire to be emotionally seen, and your kiss is your first language in expressing that. It's how you tell her, without words, you can relax here. You don't have to perform. I'm not here to take, I'm here to connect. And that message, when felt through genuine emotional energy, is what makes you unforgettable. You're no longer just another man. You become the experience she compares others to. Think of your kiss as a mirror of your inner state. If you're anxious, she'll feel that. If you're trying to impress, she'll sense the performance. But if you're grounded, calm, intentional, she'll melt into that space. Because true masculine energy doesn't rush. It moves with certainty, with quiet power, with the awareness that connection always outweighs conquest. So the next time you kiss a woman, don't think of it as just an act of affection. Think of it as a reflection of your emotional mastery. Slow down, feel her breath, match her rhythm, let your energy say what words can't. Because in that silence between two lips meeting, she's not just tasting you, she's reading you. She's feeling whether your heart is restless or at peace, whether your intention is shallow or sincere. And if you get this right, she won't just remember the kiss. She'll remember the feeling it gave her, the calm, the comfort, the craving. She'll crave not the act, but your presence, your energy, your depth. Because the truth is, a real kiss doesn't just touch her lips, it touches her soul. And once you've done that, she'll never look at you the same again. When we talk about the kinds of kisses that make a woman crave you, it's not really about the physical motion. It's about what each kiss represents emotionally and psychologically. Every kiss sends a message. It's a language of its own, and when used with awareness, it speaks directly to her subconscious mind. Each type of kiss holds a different emotional vibration. One may build trust, another may awaken desire, and another may create a deep sense of belonging. Most men kiss to express attraction, but few kiss to create connection. And that's the difference between a kiss that fades and one that she replays in her mind for weeks. Let's start with the forehead kiss. This kiss carries the energy of safety, care, and emotional maturity. When a man gently kisses a woman on her forehead, it tells her, "I'm not just here for your body, I see your soul." It taps into her nurturing psychology, the part of her that longs to feel protected and emotionally secure. A forehead kiss can dissolve her walls faster than any passionate touch, because it communicates something rare, emotional respect. And when a woman feels emotionally respected, her attraction toward you multiplies. Not because you've done something grand, but because you've touched the deepest part of her feminine core, trust. Then comes the slow, passionate kiss, the one that lingers, breathes, and connects without words. This is the kiss of presence, the one that says, "I'm here, I'm fully with you." It's not rushed, it's not mechanical, it's deliberate. Women can sense the difference instantly. A slow kiss creates a rhythm of intimacy. It gives her time to feel your energy, to feel seen and desired without pressure. It's the kind of kiss that engages her emotions before her body even reacts. In psychology, this is known as limbic attunement. When two emotional systems sync in the moment, you're not trying to control her experience, you're flowing with it. That's what creates craving, the awareness that you're tuned in to her emotional frequency. Now let's talk about the neck kiss. This one touches a completely different layer of her psychology, the primal, instinctive one. The neck is where sensitivity meets vulnerability. When done right, it triggers her natural response to intimacy and connection. It bypasses her logical mind and speaks straight to her instincts. But here's what about aggression miss. It's not about aggression. It's about aggression. It's about timing. A kiss on the neck that comes too soon feels invasive, but one that comes after emotional connection feels electric. It tells her, "I understand your rhythm and I honor your pace." That combination of awareness and desire is what makes her crave you long after the kiss ends. Then there's the surprise kiss. This one creates excitement. It breaks predictability. A gentle, spontaneous kiss on her cheek, her hand, or in the middle of a laugh creates a spark of emotional novelty. It's playful, and it reminds her that connection doesn't have to be heavy. It can be joyful, light, and free. The female mind thrives on emotional variety. A surprise kiss is a reminder that you can lead with unpredictability, not chaos, but curiosity. It keeps her emotionally alert, and that alertness keeps her thinking about you. And then, the whisper kiss. This one is subtle, intimate, and incredibly powerful. It's when your lips are close to her ear, your breath brushing against her skin as you say something soft, genuine, and emotionally charged. The whisper kiss isn't about touch, it's about presence. It blends the physical and the emotional so perfectly that it pulls her into a trance of connection. The sound of your voice, the warmth of your breath, the closeness of your energy, it creates a sensory imprint in her mind. It's not loud, but it's unforgettable. Women remember how a moment made them feel, and a whisper kiss has the power to make her associate your voice with comfort, safety, and desire all at once. But here's the deeper truth. These 5 kisses aren't techniques to manipulate a woman's attraction. They're expressions of emotional intelligence. When done authentically, they show that you understand the art of balance, the balance between strength and softness, dominance and sensitivity, confidence and care. The reason these kisses work isn't magic. It's psychology. Each one speaks to a different need inside a woman: security, connection, excitement, vulnerability, and intimacy. When you know how to meet those emotional needs through something as simple as a kiss, you become unforgettable. A woman craves a man who knows how to connect emotionally without losing his masculine frame. When you kiss with awareness, when you know which energy to lead with and when to hold back, you become more than just another man. You become an experience. And that's what she keeps coming back for. Because to a woman, craving isn't just physical, it's emotional. She craves how you make her feel about herself in your presence. So remember, the goal isn't to perfect the act, it's to understand the energy behind it. A kiss should never be about performance. It should be about presence. Each time your lips meet hers, it's a conversation between souls, not bodies. And if you can master that awareness, you'll never have to wonder if she's thinking about you. She will be. Because when a man learns how to communicate through his kiss, he no longer needs to prove his worth. His energy speaks for him. His touch becomes a message. His presence becomes magnetic. And that, right there, is how craving is born. A real kiss doesn't end when the lips part. It lingers in the mind, echoing the feeling of connection. So the next time you kiss her, let it mean something. Let it say, I'm here and I see you. Because when your kiss carries truth, it becomes more than an act. It becomes an experience she'll never forget. Most men believe that if they just learn the right technique, the right way to kiss, the right words to say, they'll win a woman's desire. But what truly separates the man she remembers from the man she forgets has nothing to do with his technique and everything to do with his energy. A woman doesn't crave the kiss itself. She craves the emotional state that the man behind the kiss creates. And that state is born from emotional masculinity, the ability to stay calm, confident, and intentional, even in the most intimate of moments. Emotional masculinity is what turns a kiss into an experience. It's that grounded energy that tells her, without words, I know who I am. I don't need to prove myself. When a man carries that kind of energy, a woman feels it immediately. She senses his self-control, his steadiness, his awareness, and it draws her in, not because he's trying to impress her, but because he's real. In a world full of men chasing validation, a grounded man becomes magnetic. When you kiss a woman with emotional presence, you create a kind of silent dialogue between you. She's not just feeling your lips, she's reading your energy, your breathing, your stillness. And the truth is, she can tell when you're disconnected, when you're in your head trying to perform, trying to be perfect. That kind of kiss feels empty, no matter how skilled you are. But when your mind quiets down, when your attention is fully on her, not on the outcome, not on yourself, the experience changes entirely. She feels safe. She feels desired. And that combination is irresistible. Think about it. Every woman has had men who chased her, men who kissed her, men who wanted her. But how many have made her feel truly seen? That's the difference emotional masculinity makes. It's the ability to lead without forcing, to desire without demanding, to connect without losing control. It's strength expressed through stillness. Most men think being masculine means being dominant. But real dominance comes from composure, the ability to stay grounded, no matter how intense the moment gets. When you approach intimacy from that place, your kiss becomes something she doesn't just enjoy, she trusts it. Because she feels your emotional stability in every movement. She feels that you're not just there to take something from her, but to share something with her. That's rare. That's what makes her crave you even when you're not around. And here's the feeling of being safe in your energy. And here's the psychological part. Women are biologically wired to respond to respond to emotional safety. When she feels emotionally secure, her guard drops, her femininity unfolds, and she allows herself to connect fully. Your job isn't to overwhelm her with intensity. It's to create a space where she can be herself without fear. That's what your kiss represents. It's not just about passion. It's about trust. A woman can only crave a man she trusts, because craving without safety feels like chaos. But craving within safety feels like freedom. So how do you cultivate this kind of energy? You start by slowing down. You become aware of your own energy before you even touch her. Most men rush into intimacy because they're driven by anxiety, the fear of losing the moment. But when you move with patience, when you breathe deeply and hold space for her to respond, it tells her that you're not desperate for connection. You're confident enough to allow it to happen naturally. That patience is power. It's what makes her lean in, not out. Another part of emotional masculinity is self-awareness. You must be conscious of what your actions communicate. Every touch, every pause, every breath tells her something. If your energy says, "I need this," she'll feel pressure. But if your energy says, "I'm here and I'm not going anywhere," she'll relax. Women don't fall for words, they fall for energy. They remember how you made them feel in your presence. So, if your energy radiates peace, control, and confidence, she'll crave it because it's rare, it's healing. And let's not forget, a kiss is a mirror. It reflects everything that's happening inside you. If you're nervous, she'll feel the tremor. If you're trying too hard, she'll feel the tension. But if you're calm, present, and intentional, she'll feel safe enough to surrender. And in that surrender, true intimacy begins. This is why some men can make a woman melt without even saying a word. It's not what they do, it's who they are. The most unforgettable men are not those who excite a woman's body. They're the ones who awaken her soul. They bring a sense of grounding, of presence, that makes her feel balanced. She doesn't crave them because they're perfect. She craves them because their energy feels like home. That's what emotional masculinity does. It anchors her emotions while igniting her desire. So, when you kiss her next time, don't rush, don't perform, don't think, just be. Let her feel your steadiness. Let her see the calm in your eyes. Match her rhythm, breathe with her, and let the energy between you speak louder than words. Because that's when she'll truly crave you. Not for what you did, but for how you made her feel about herself in your presence. Real masculinity doesn't demand attention. It commands it quietly. It doesn't need to prove desire. It radiates it naturally. And a man who understands that doesn't chase moments of passion. He creates experiences of connection. That's what she'll remember. That's what she'll come back for. So ask yourself, do you want to be the man who kisses to impress, or the man who kisses to connect? Because one fades and the other lingers forever. A real kiss doesn't end when it's over. It continues to echo in her emotions, and the man who understands that never has to chase craving. He becomes it.